What is up, my Tea-spiracy people? If you are new here, my name is AZ, and last night I started covering the Cash Gernon case. I have been completely entrenched with this story since it broke on May 15th. I have been watching other creators cover it. They've been doing a great job, but I'm like, hey, I'm a creator. Why don't I just cover it too? Because I'm really involved in, learning every facet of this case. So because I've become so involved in learning what I can, I joined a few Facebook groups, a few Cash Gernon Facebook groups. My favorite one, however, is called Vodka and Crime Society, and the reason why it's one of my favorites is because now in this day and age, right, when a new case develops, these Facebook groups pop up, and a bunch of people go in there and they start talking, and it's called a discussion group, right? And the thing I like about Vodka and Crime Society is they actually let you discuss in the discussion group, unlike some groups out there who are like, no speculating. I'm like, yo, what do we can't discuss in the discussion group? Like, what? So they're not like that. They're pretty cool. You should go join them if you're interested. You'd be surprised what you can learn in Facebook groups like this. You get all kinds of people talking. Sometimes people know more than what the rest of the public does. So it's a good place to kind of network and figure more out. And I asked if I could show the admin's video. She was kind. She said, yep, go right ahead. So here it is. I'm going to play it for you guys.
So here's the memorial. I'm going to drive the way. I'm going to drive to Monica's house just to give you an idea of the distance.
Take the next left onto Isom Lane, then turn right onto Christie Lane.
I honestly cannot imagine. So where we were at the church for the memorial service is through this gate right here. So we were just literally over this bridge right here. It's walking distance to where the memorial just took place. If you go right there, that's Prayer Mountain. So basically his body was found at the bottom of Prayer Mountain. So taking the drive. Some beautiful houses in this neighborhood. Look how beautiful this house is.
Take the next right onto Christie Lane.
And again, this is just for science. I just want to see the distance or the route that he must have taken.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
I'm almost there, so it's not very far. These are some beautiful houses. And her house is right here.
Your destination is on the left.
So I've arrived at her house. I'm not going to show it, but kind of. There you go. So yeah, that was a very short distance to me to get there. Via car, it was 2-minute drive. So that was like a 7-minute walk, maybe 10. If you're on foot, I think I might just go down the alleyway here and see. what the alleyways look like, because I'm assuming that that's where the entrance was made. Allegedly, where he made entry. I'm going to go right behind Monica's house. I'm not going to stop or anything. I'm just going to drive just to try to get an idea, because seeing it in person is different than when you're seeing it on the news or in a still photo. And I have to tell you that I have a really... So, obviously, this is the back of our house right here. I have to say that there was a bunch of beautiful houses here, but her house is actually pretty trashy in the back. So yeah, he possibly walked with him down this alleyway and made it to this street. And then he would have... There's no more alley. So he had no choice but to be walking in the morning time with a child, whether dead or alive, which I'm assuming with the amount of blood that he was covered in, it happened close by here. He would have had to turn left right here on this street, because that alleyway was short from there to where he was going. So he did not have him walking in the back alley out of view from cameras. So there you go. So I just left the little memorial thing, and then I wanted to come by and pay my respects. I tried to do this a couple days ago, but wasn't able to, so the memorial is still here. It's beautiful, and it's just really hard to imagine that somebody obviously walked up on this or whatever and saw a little boy laying right here, laid out like he was trash at the street, right in front of a house where people live. This is just a regular neighborhood. So yeah, people obviously still bringing things out here and memorializing this sweet boy.
The poor woman who had to have been walking down the street that morning, I bet every waking moment she wishes she never left the house that morning to go for a walk, And the poor people who live in the house, where right outside, every single time they pull out of their driveway, they have to reimagine what took place there, It's just like you would never think in a million years that on a sidewalk at the end of a driveway, somebody would leave a 4-year-old in the condition that Cash Gernon was left. And that memorial is beautiful. I'm so happy to see that people are bringing toys there and, just remembering Cash and trying to fight for justice and get answers and keep talking about this case, keep sharing the videos, keep commenting, keep it in the algorithm, because the Dallas Police Department still has not said anything. And I know that there may be a rhyme and reason behind why they're being so silent, but I also know they are overworked and understaffed and are having a hard time just keeping up with everyday activity, never mind extracurricular cases like this one where they have to put in even more effort. It's no shame on them. I know that they got defunded. This whole defund the police thing, it really makes you stop and go, gee, you know what? If we hadn't had the whole defund the police thing, would Darriynn Brown have, would they have had taken this whole thing more seriously? Would he have already been in jail? Would they have spent more time keeping him off the street? Or were they just so busy that they viewed him as a neighborhood menace who was just causing problems, who, eventually would smarten up? Who knows? But either way, I am appalled that he was able to get away with, being a crazy person running around the neighborhood for as long as he was. And if you haven't seen the interviews with the neighbors, I know Molly Golightly did one. I know Stop the Madness Crime did one. They're out there, and these neighbors will attest to the fact that this has gone on. His games have gone on far longer than they should have. So, like I said, it's important people keep talking about this. You know, it really is. Because the more people talk, the more uncomfortable Monica's family gets. And it really makes you wonder, why is that? Why? Alright, guys, so, you know, stay up to date on this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Vodka and Crime Society for letting me share that video. It was really touching. And rest in peace, baby Cash. Bye.